share with you the unique aspects of a SOX Cost Grader analysis performed by Aviva Spectrum. The first step is an interview process. This is a very strategic interview. It's basically our intake process, and we're sitting down with folks. Sometimes it's face-to-face or via web conference, and what we're doing is we're conducting this interview to gather as much information about what you're currently spending your efforts, not only in terms of hours, internal hours, external hours, and other cost-related matters. It typically takes about an hour. It could be a little bit less, depending upon the Q&A session and the responses that we get back. After this intake, we take that form that we've created. It's a proprietary form. It took us about a year and a half to create. And what we're doing is we're investigating different types of sources, outside independent sources, and we're evaluating and categorizing our findings. So that way, when we do a cost review, which is step 2 of the process, we're really benchmarking. But benchmarking to what? We're benchmarking to 3 separate high-level areas. The first is to recent studies. So this could be internal audit-related studies from very well-known research foundations. This could be stuff from even the Big 4 firms that you're aware of. And we're finding out, where do you lie in consideration with your peer group? But more importantly, what do other regulators want you to focus in on with your SOX particular issues? And so we look to the PCAOB, some of their key reports, and even some of their research projects, including the SEC. And then finally, we look at emerging issues, which is your peer group talking in very, very technical specific areas, and they're participating in live polls, some of which could be like a CFO related item or audit committee forums. And so we're trying to gather that cost report and benchmarking you to, again, your peer group. Finally, you get a custom SOX cost grader that is specific only to your company, your industry, and your responses. It is priority based. It's very technical, actionable reporting that you yourself can implement the solutions the very next day. You'll see there's a lot of columns. It's a little small. This is actually what one report may look like. More importantly, I've tied back. If I found something from a key report or key study, I tie it back to that actual report or study. For those of you who are curious about, well, how do we link it to a new COSO framework, to the audit committee, we've done that too as well. The results should give you the top 3, at least, SOX 404 cost saving tips, peer review analysis, where you are under and over in the top 7 areas, and also, as an added bonus, how do we get those external auditors to really focus on the areas that matter most and also reduce our own audit effort? And lastly, we've tied it back into the public company audit committee toolkit. This just came out. If you want to take apart well over 75 pages worth of what the audit committee needs to focus on grading you, we've done that in this analysis. So please fill out the form today. You'll get a custom SOX cost grader analysis with me personally, Sonia Luna. I look forward to seeing you soon and having that cost analysis done shortly.